Hey everybody.
Hey, hey. Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Hey everybody, welcome,
Let's
welcome.
Give everybody a minute to
Just a
get
chance to
signed
get set up.
on.
Yep.
Hey, we're here in Oklahoma City.
We are at a special location tonight for tonight's shoot.
Give everybody a minute to catch up. Hey, hey, hey. Well, everyone's catching up. And just remind everyone.
Yeah, tell them where we are.
Well, that we kind of started this show about a year and a half ago during COVID. Really to give tech tips to our boomer generation.
Of all people to do that.
Because, you know,
right?
we had to stay connected with our families. So we started it. Y'all started tuning in on Saturday nights. And we're just really thankful. So we started calling it Sunsets because we love sunsets, both of us.
We're both looking at a beautiful one right now.
Sunsets in Oklahoma. They're just unbelievable. But then we started using our pre-tirement names that were born out of a skit that we did at church a few years ago. So we know full well, this is Dawn, I'm Sandy. We're not there yet, but our fun names are Dan and Cindy. So welcome to Dan and Cindy.
Let me talk a little bit and you can eat, catch up.
Yeah, I know.
We are at a fantastic location tonight. Yes, she's showing you. With over 6,400 stores worldwide, 1,400 out of the U.S. The largest store in the U.S., Bloomington, Illinois. The first one started 1940, Joliet, Indiana.
Really?
The state with the most...
Illinois.
Joliet, Illinois, excuse me. The state with the most DQs, Texas. All right, Texas wins that. The state with the most DQs per person, Minnesota. Now imagine that. Minnesota likes their DQ.
Interesting.
Right?
Texas too.
Right?
Interesting.
Their
Where'd you
world...
say the busiest one was?
I have to look at this again. The busiest one, it's really interesting to me.
Canada somewhere.
Yes. Let me get back there. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Who knew?
They love their DQ.
Well, we love our DQ
Well,
too.
right.
And
Keep spooning. That's about to spill.
It is
Get in
about
there.
to
You need
spill.
to eat. Get in there. So
you talk.
I am. That's why I'm talking. I need you to keep eating. We love to go on location, and Cindy's about to blow DQ through her nose, I think. But we've got a beautiful sunset happening here. Wish you could see it. We're sitting outside at the DQ.
We
at the
are,
DQ.
I think, with everyone in Oklahoma deciding to come to DQ tonight.
It got busy.
Well,
the
the drive-through is wrapped around.
Well, they knew Dan and Cindy were here tonight. But
Fun
you know
fact
what?
about DQ.
Tell us. Well, you go ahead. You go ahead. You need to eat.
Our Thomas, you know
Yes.
how we send love to Thomas. He's our social media guy. His first job, he told me, at 16, was at the Dairy Queen. And he was I'm telling this about him because I know he is the king of the drive-thru.
King of the
Had
drive-thru.
to be the king of the drive-thru.
You know what?
Because
We love.
he is Mr. PR.
He is. So Thomas, give Thomas some shout-outs. If you've got little ice cream emojis, maybe send him a couple of the ice cream cone emojis.
Cream emojis.
But
and now he's a realtor in the Atlanta area, and I'm bragging on him.
We love him. So proud of him.
And he does our social media.
You're starting to drip there.
It.
You need to eat.
You
so
know,
I got
it's just weird to eat in front of people.
No, we're going to be in big trouble. You need to eat. Okay, you need to eat. We ran into this at the Lebanese restaurant. Come on, Cindy, give her the program. So, what blizzard did you get, Cindy?
Yep, I was just going to ask.
Well,
that.
I got the brand new sea salt and toffee. Okay, it's back. It's back. Sea salt and toffee blizzard, brand new, small, and it's fantastic. I think Cindy's wanting mine now.
It's so really good.
And what did you get? Reese's
I
Pieces?
got. See, now I'm tucking with my mouth.
That's okay. She got Reese's Pieces.
I got Reese's Pieces Blizzard.
With extra.
Extra. I always ask them.
No, she says, give me more blizzard.
I would say extra stuff. Like whatever the blizzard is.
I need you to double the blizzard.
I need to double the stuff in the blizzard.
Right?
Anyway, the sun is going down and it's
Just about.
Well, anyway, welcome to this edition of I'm going to do it.
Sunsets with
Dan and Cindy.
Oh, we need to say Sunsets at
Dairy Queen. Yeah, so You know, to be real honest, why are we at Dairy Queen tonight? Tell them kind of our thought process today that I'm going to move this closer to us. It's a lot of wind.
All right. I should go really big
We
bite.
really thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Really thought this through.
We did. You know, it is the anniversary of 9/11. And you know what? It's one of those dates. We'll talk a little bit about it later. Maybe towards the end of the show with the prayer. But we really understand what our parents, maybe your parents, boomers, our parents knew exactly where they were at Pearl Harbor when that happened. It was like the world stopped. Well, we knew exactly where we were. You know, looking at the little TV on top of the fridge. The kids were already at school. I had come back, probably after taking the kids to school, and had Betty and Sandy run in and look at the TV.
Yeah.
And we actually saw the second plane make its way into the tower.
It's like,
did I just see what happened?
Plane? I remember the announcers
and you just see,
didn't even, they were
really
sitting kind of in front of the. It was just the most bizarre.
But it's one of those moments that we could relate to our parents, and our parents probably could relate to their parents, where we knew exactly, maybe too, when JFK, when that happened, where JFK, our parents, my parents were early traditionalists. Definitely our parents knew where they were with JFK, but Pearl Harbor.
And I sure did too.
For terrorism to work, and it's been 20 years, this is the 20th anniversary, for terrorism to really work, and I'm sure many of you have lots of thoughts about the 20 years and this anniversary. But for terrorism to work, we have to slow down and not go out and not be at our favorite places and change our way of life. And so we thought, you know what, tonight in honor, we're going to go to DQ.
We're going to go to Dairy Queen.
We're going to get our favorite Blizzard.
Well, and you were reading, you were looking up
more.
the facts of Dairy Queen, that it is that reminder of small town America.
Yes.
There's really, and so we just thought, how can we best honor those who sacrifice their lives? And that is to live our best life and go about our daily day and find the eternity in the moments of our everyday. So
we're here doing what we love.
Yeah.
And living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
And I would encourage you to do that. That is the most honoring way that we can remember. As we said, we'd never forget. Yeah. We'd always remember. Yeah. And we'd live well.
Absolutely.
So we're living well at DQ.
That's why on a very somber day, we're sitting here at Dairy Queen.
Yes.
And now all the drive-through people are
watching. I need you to eat some, babe.
So
you're going to be in big trouble.
I'm good with this. I'm already kind of burping, so I don't want to do.
Okay.
Believe me, I love my DQ. How can you find us on social media? We hope you stay connected.
Tell us.
You can find me right here on Facebook, Sandy Patty. You can also find me on Sandy Patty YouTube, also Instagram, Sandy Patty P, and on Twitter, Sandy Patty P. I so appreciate. I will. I'll hold it. Thomas posted in honor of today. God bless America, and it's just a wonderful video
on Facebook.
I think it actually is the link to YouTube.
Yes.
And I also want to tell you that on Monday is coming the long-promised new vocal warm-up.
Oh.
And you heard me doing that in there today. I thought, you know what, I already got my face on. I might as well do this. I really needed to warm up because the allergies, at this time of year, they really get us. So warming up is so very, very important. But I at the end, there's this fun little thing, and I was really thinking of all the music teachers who have been teaching remotely over COVID. Now they're back in the classroom. Yes. But I added a fun little thing that I think the music teachers will really enjoy for their kids. But I think adults will enjoy it as well. So Monday, be looking for that. We'll post that.
Fantastic.
Are you good?
Fantastic. Just checking our time.
Okay. How can we find you on social media?
DonPeslis, Don Peslis, both on Instagram and Facebook. And remember, we try to post something. If you can remember the word pie, there's some of our friends right there that know us, Dan and Cindi friends. We're waving at the drive-thru. But remember, practical inspirational, and educational. And we try to post. I really struggled today to get the right post, but I think, Sandy, for us, the Instagram post, or excuse me, Facebook, was just right to repost God Bless America. So hope you'll check that out. But again, we try to put something out there every day for you, and we just appreciate all the friends and pokes and all the likes and all that.
You know what? I want to say something. Is it Facebook that you're 50 people from?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a big milestone that happens
Yes.
on Facebook.
Yes.
When you have how many? See, this is why. 5,000. Don is 50 people, 50 followers shy of 5,000. So
let's hit it,
tell
people.
your friends, tell your family, follow Don Peslis.
Come on.
Make his day.
Come on. Get those friend requests.
Get into the next
level.
Next level, whatever that means. I don't know.
Facebook
It
legitimacy.
doesn't really mean anything other than bragging rights, I guess.
Right.
A lot of you have asked for update
All
on
right,
my
let's
parents.
talk about the week in review. And
Yep.
what a week it's been.
What a week it's been. We used to say that on a really hard day
Yes.
when the kids were little. Whew, what a week it's been today. But my parents are doing really great, and we're so thankful. We're very, very thankful that they chose to get the vaccine in January when they were eligible, and not expecting them to get COVID, but they did. And they took action immediately.
Yes.
Did all the right things. I'm just so proud of them.
You okay?
It's why I don't want to eat in front of people.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
All right.
I need to stand up a minute, so you keep talking. Tell them about the
I'll tell them
infusion.
I'll tell them about this. Well, one of the things that Papa Nana we really owe a great big thanks for is we were able to get them in 5 days to the monoclonal antibody infusion. And Cindy will be right back after station identification. But if you get them in under 5 days, and we did, it's unbelievable. It's amazing what happens. And they're running around like school kids again. We've got to slow them down. We're trying to slow them down and keep them from going crazy in Anderson. But they feel so good. They're feeling so much better.
They really are.
Feeling better?
Yeah, and you know what? That infusion is available for everybody.
Yes.
That meets the criteria.
Monoclonal antibodies.
65 and older.
Yes. And it's been
Body
fantastic.
mass index, pre-existing. So we didn't pull any special strings.
No. No special favors. And we're just so grateful. But I think it could have, and really could have saved their life. We'll talk about in a little bit about Cindi and also some of the things that are available. Mom and Dad are part of a study right now with Cindi. We'll talk about that. But
just go ahead and share it.
Well,
why not? We're kind of on that.
Well, we're kind of on that, and we'll get to that. Okay. But remember, Thomas will put up conizo.com. But Mom and Dad are part of. Remember that Cindi, we want to offer things not just for boomers, but all ages. And they're part of what's a study to develop what's called RPM, Remote Patient Monitoring. And since COVID, it's really the wave of the future where doctors and care can come to you via, just like we're coming to you right now. There's equipment that's being sent. They can monitor heart rate, blood pressure, weight, pulse ox, which is, thank you, last week we weren't sure what that was called, and everybody came in and said it's the pulse ox.
Yeah.
But thank goodness Mom and Dad were monitoring their oxygen, and that was a critical part of their rehabilitation and getting well, and knowing, are they at that point we need to get them to the hospital, or are they okay?
And they didn't have to sit there and guess about
going
to the hospital, which last week the hospitals
were full anyway.
So we're very grateful for that.
But again, you can go to Conizo, conizo.com, and go to the Ask Dr. Andy, because we're working with Dr. Andy. But it's the wave of the future, folks.
Ask him about remote patient monitoring,
or RPM. It's really the wave, not of the future, but now, where the best of medical care can come right to you, just like this. Checking in daily. We thank them so much for how they help Papa and Nana. And
they're able to send their temperature, their blood pressure, their weight, their pulse
all those vitals.
All the vitals. They're able to send them every day. And even then take them on their own, which is what they did last week.
Right.
So we are just so grateful.
Last week it happened, and we were at the pool. We were so into. We went to the pool, and you guys love that scene too. And we're seeing so many people now that we know in the drive-thru. It's amazing at DQ. Must be a great place to be tonight. It's just a perfect Oklahoma sunset. There's breeze going.
Perfect.
But last week we also got to go to the Museum of the Bible.
Yeah.
Sandy was in concert with Natalie Grant and Bernie. And what a great night.
It was. We got a tour. We didn't get a long enough tour because we had to sing. But it was just really amazing. I'd never had heard about it. Our some friends here in town who own Hobby Lobby, it was kind of their dream to make this happen. And I honestly didn't know what to expect. But I have to tell you that I was very impressed with the history, with
the artifacts,
with the, at Disney we always say, oh man, Disney pluses everything.
Yes.
And it was very plussed. And I was so proud of our friends, the Greens, and just thank them so much for their vision for that.
Well, they really documented the story, the history, the story, the growth of the Bible throughout civilization to the present.
And the impact
of
the Bible, and even in non-religious settings, the impact.
Historical impact.
Yes.
Civilization, sociological, just on cultural impact. All of that combined. So here's one of the cool things. I love this, Cindy. They say that you need 9 full days of 8 hours.
Yeah, I could believe that.
To see every artifact there. So listen, families, if you've not gone, and there's a reason to go to our country's capital anyway for the beautiful monuments and a slice, if you will. I always have such a respect as I'm flying in, and we came in over the Potomac, and you could see the Washington Monument, I could see Lincoln, I could see Jefferson.
Yeah.
But this is really something you want to go and attend and see. The history and the impact Museum of the Bible. It was just really.
They also have, which we didn't have any of our grandkids with us, but they have a kids experience where the kids can do a scavenger hunt. So they give them materials and all throughout the museum, which keeps the kids engaged. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Finished mine. You've got work to do.
So we loved Museum of the Bible, and we loved being there with Natalie and Bernie. This week also, and we posted a link for this, was the celebration of life for our dear Lucy Swindoll. If you ever came to Women of Faith, you know Lucy Swindoll.
Yes.
And she loved us. She loved Dawn. I have to tell you this sweet story.
She loved our family.
She loved our family.
Loved our family. Well,
I was with them for a few years.
About a decade.
You came with me, and Shonda Pierce said to Mary Graham, our founder, on a break, hey, you really need to have Don and Sandy sing. They sing the prayer, and it's gorgeous. You know how Shonda says it. I don't know what possessed Mary Graham to say yes, because she does not say yes to things that are like audible. But she said yes. So Lucy is telling me this story later, and she said he walked up on stage, and I put my head in my hands, and I said to myself, dude, you're singing with Sandy Patty, don't suck. I just love that. And she was literally praying to the Lord that you would not suck.
Yes.
And you didn't. And they loved it, and she fell in love with you, and then it's like, hey, is Dawn here with you this weekend? It's like, cool, whatever. Anyway, we celebrated her life. It was all virtual, and so you can join in. Her brother Chuck Swindoll kind of hosted it, and a lot of our Women of Faith team got a chance to speak about her. So that was really.
Thomas going to post that link?
He is. It was already posted on Facebook this week, and if you didn't get a chance to watch it, just scroll back through my stuff. Thursday was another busy day for us. We had some grandkids during the day.
We did.
But we also got to lead music at Celebrate Recovery at our church. We love our church for so many reasons, but way back when Marty started, someone invited him to a Celebrate Recovery because his parents had just gone through divorce, and they said, dude, you got some anger going on.
Yes.
He goes, No, I don't. This is him telling the story. Anyway, he started Celebrate Recovery, and he said our church will always have Celebrate Recovery for anybody who is in recovery from anything. So we got to lead music, and I love that so much. So
I did too.
It just was sweet.
Very, very sweet.
This week.
Very sweet.
What you got for us for the almanac?
Well, give us a little jingle. Let's go.
Almanac moment with Dan in the Dairy Q.
At the DQ.
Dairy Q.
At the DQ. Yeah. I think she's going to want mine next time, though. Listen, the new sea salt and toffee blizzard. Wow.
There's one called Chocolate Extreme.
You know, of course. And she always tells me,
That's
get more extreme, please. That's like, I'd like Taco Bell, but can you give me, I'd like to order 2 Taco Bells, please. Okay. So welcome, Cindy, to the 254th.
I cannot even believe it.
254th day of the year. Saturday the 11th, okay? Lovely. These are Boston times. Sunrise at 6:20 today. And we got to watch sunset out here in Oklahoma about 7. Really about 7:30 at the DQ.
DQ.
At the DQ.
Makes me think that movie Waiting for Guffman.
And sunlight today, we had lovely 12 hours and 40 minutes. It's heading south, 12:20 next week. So the days are getting shorter. And you know what that means. But we're making our way again.
They are getting cooler.
Oh, it feels, it's been hot when I look down. And it's 88 degrees and you go, oh, this feels great. Okay. But we're moving our way. September 22nd, autumn officially begins. September 22. And we've got live action at the DQ. Live action. But
the DQ.
We'll be right back after this station.
I'm just going to work at the DQ.
Work at the DQ. The September 22nd is the beginning of autumn. Okay? Autumn will begin, Sandy. Cindy, you want to know exactly when?
I do, actually.
At the moment of the equinox at 3:21 Eastern Daylight Time on the 22nd of September. It's fall, people. So it's coming.
I can't believe it, but I'm thankful.
Well, we are thankful.
For that.
And some of the things, one of the unusual things.
Well, it's time to buy the almanac, right?
Next year. It is time to buy it. So these things are already going on sale since 1792. Now, I'm going to give them a little commercial because I know almanac sales have gone up since Dan and Cindy.
And you know what the almanac is giving us? That good feeling in our heart for talking about it.
That's exactly. That's it. Yeah, we're not sponsored by Almanac yet. But this right here, this is the 8th edition. So for your kids that can read, I think it's a fantastic investment. It's the Almanac for Kids. And they've got a brand new one coming out. And matter of fact, right now, if you buy one, you get another one second half price off. So you could, I think they're running a special. If you bought the current one, they give you last year's, the 8th edition, at half off. But it's got so many great things. This is on the Christmas list for our grands this year. So again, not only adults in 1792, but Almanac for Kids.
This is also the easy to read almanac. So.
Thank you. You want to break into it nice and easy? This is the way. There's your almanac moment, Cindy.
Almanac moment with Dan.
All right.
The blizzard. Crossings, we kind of told you a little bit about Celebrate Recovery, but tomorrow we will be having services at 9:30 Central Time and 11 a.m. Central Time. You can join us online.
Yes.
I'm leading in the sanctuary tomorrow, so I'll be in the services that are streamed. And Donna's the pastor of our chapel worship, so he will be there, and I'll be with you first thing in the morning. Then I'll head over to the sanctuary. So crossings.church/info for everything Crossings you could want to know. All the new classes, Wednesday night classes are starting this week. Women's Bible studies. We're gearing up.
Fall is on us. And make sure, again, folks, if you do come on board tomorrow 9:30 or 11 Central Time, go ahead and sign in. Fill out the visitor's card, because one of the things they love knowing is where everybody's at. And they already call it the Dan and Cindy factor.
Tell them Dan and Cindy sent. Yep.
Tell them Dan and Cindy. That's it. That's it.
They've caught on now, but at first they were like, does anyone know who is Dan and Cindy? They keep sending everybody to our website, and that's exactly what we want.
Well, one of the things that Pastor Marty's preaching tomorrow, and we're in a series, a lovely series. Why don't you read that prayer for us, Cindy? It's a lovely, lovely series on how to build a better life. and a life that matters and a life that counts. So we're right in the middle of this series for 6 weeks. And then the next series that's coming at us in October will be the Beatitudes. So I think you're going to love that. Great follow-up. And then pretty soon it'll be Thanksgiving and we'll be in Advent.
Yeah.
So,
can you believe it?
I know it. Did you tell them about tickets going on sale for Yuletide?
Oh, you know, two things we
I
need to
think
talk
you need to
about.
go ahead. Sorry for that.
Tickets for Yuletide. I think I told you the wrong date last week. But it
Yes.
is September the 20th.
Okay.
They officially go on sale. Thomas will put that link on there.
Good.
I also want to tell you something about the cruise.
Good.
The cruise dates are March
19 through 26, 2022.
Now, if everything is a little unsure within all of our lives right now, so our partners at Inspiration Cruises, they're monitoring the situation constantly, and they have kind of come up with a book with confidence.
Okay.
So if you book your cruise by December the 9th, if plans have to change either on your end or whatever, 100% refund. 100%.
Great.
So you can book with confidence.
I love that.
And it's sometimes like, we don't want to like commit to something that we're not
right,
sure.
Right.
So they wanted you to know that,
Good.
and they're making a way that we can all book with
By December
confidence.
9th. And again, those dates for Sunsets on.
The Caribbean.
That's March 19th through 26th, 2022. We'd love for you to go with us. It's going to be great. But we understand folks are still a little, are we? Should we? But here's a way again.
Yeah,
by
they
December
said,
9th.
please tell your folks, you know what, they can book with confidence.
Love it.
If you book by December 9th, then whatever happens,
Yes.
you will get 100%.
And let me say one more time.
That's a great
The best
deal.
Christmas show in the U.S., I think, with
Oh.
Maestro Jack Everly,
Yes.
the beautiful Indianapolis Symphony, our
Producer Ty Johnson.
Ty Johnson. I mean, they just
Director
literally,
Jim Ladner.
you just get live music, live
Live. Tapping
singing. I don't know, 12
Santas.
to 14 dress changes for Little Miss over there.
That's also one reason why I'm not eating this DQ, because I have a costume fitting coming up on Monday.
Okay, well, you heard it now.
Maybe pictures will come. I don't know.
Well, listen, tonight again, we're out at the DQ. We're celebrating living our best life.
Yeah.
Because you know what? That's
Yeah.
the best way to keep the memory alive of those
Yeah.
nearly 3,000 folks 20 years ago who gave their last full measure.
Yeah.
They just went to work, many of them.
Yeah.
Go to work like you and I do every day. But life turned out very differently for them. And to keep their memory alive, go and live your best life.
Yeah.
So with that in mind,
good word.
I've asked Cindy to close us out tonight with a prayer for peace. It's the prayer we'll share in the chapel tomorrow as it calls for that this 16th Sunday after Pentecost. Cindy?
Yes. Eternal God, in whose perfect kingdom no sword is drawn but the sword of righteousness, no strength known but the strength of love, so mightily spread abroad your spirit, that all peoples may gather together under the banner, I love this, of the Prince of Peace, as children of one Father, to whom be dominion and glory now and forever. Amen.
That was wonderful.
It's great prayer.
Nothing as powerful as love.
Yeah.
And let that reign. That's another way
Lead
to keep
with love.
Lead with love. Thanks for joining us this week. What a crazy and busy and wonderful week it's been. Live your best life today. That's the best way to remember we love you. We're so grateful for you. And remember, tune in next week. We'll come at you 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, 9:30 in Brazil. Back in Cali, 5:30 Pacific, and in Australia
Tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.